101 pages, and the response has come at 4 p.m., and I was only able to be given the response about an hour ago. And therefore, in terms of the doctrine of equality of arms, I feel that I needed adequate time so that I may be able, during my reply, to respond to some of the things that he has raised in his response. However, be that as it may, I want to refer members to page 99 of his response. In the morning, I did tell members that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua has acquired properties through corruption and through money laundering. And when he has come before this house, he has told you that the hotel that he acquired in Nyeri was acquired through a loan. However, the only document exhibited as evidence of that loan is a letter of offer from Credit Bank Limited. There is no evidence exhibited by Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, the current Deputy President, to the effect that the loan was actually finalized, to the effect that he actually got the loan. Mr. Speaker, as a term of the letter of offer, in terms of lien and set-off, and I read, a lien and set-off of a fixed deposits of LN Crystal Kenya Limited for an aggregate amount of 300 million Kenya shillings. Interest accrued shall be credited to your deposit settlement account. Mr. Speaker, in simple terms, what this means is that Mr. Rigathi Gachagua had a fixed amount in cash of 300 million in his account, which was going to be used as a security. I asked Mr. Rigathi Gachagua to tell us where he had gotten this 300 million if my allegations that he's laundering money are not true. And therefore, by virtue of his response, it confirms my assertions that he has monies, he has wealth, he has cash that is suspect. If you may give me my phone. In terms of whether Kenya is a company or not.
Do you want information from member for West Gikarangone?
Yes, you may.
Go ahead.
Mr. Speaker, I want to inform the Honorable Mutuse that the director for Credit Bank Kenya Limited is one Grace Nyachai, who hails from Nyeri and is a relative of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, and therefore I say no more.
I thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it is important for this House to note that in the morning, I did present evidence of suspicious money transactions. I did present evidence that His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, either by himself or through relatives or through proxies, has acquired properties that are way beyond his known sources of income, and that evidence remains uncontroverted. Turning, Mr. Speaker, to the issue of whether Kenya is a company owned by shareholders. Mr. Rigathi Gachagua is playing with the intelligence of members of parliament and with the intelligence of Kenyans by attempting to twist facts. First, in terms of the law, companies are registered under the Companies Act. They are not registered under the Political Parties Act. So to come before Kenyans and to say that there were coalition agreements registered and therefore those coalition agreements are companies is to play around with our intelligence, because we know companies are registered under the Companies Act, they are not registered under the Political Parties Act. Further, Mr. Speaker, this Rigathi Gachagua was selectively chosen the sections of the Kenya Kwanza's coalition agreement to rely on, and he has failed to read the document in whole. Under clause 20 of the Kenya Kwanza coalition agreement, that clause provides as follows: that there is need to achieve an inclusive government that reflects the face of Kenya. Rigathi Gachagua chose not to tell us that the coalition agreement also talked about the face of Kenya and not a company of some people to the exclusion of others. Clause 6 of the Kenya Kwanza Coalition Agreement provides for respect for constitutionalism. The articles of the Constitution that I stated. It provides for respect to the rule of law. It provides for respect to the national values and principles of government under Article 10. And it provides for respect to devolution. Mr. Rigathi Gachagua did not tell us that. Clause 22G of the coalition agreement among the Kenya Kwanza political parties provides that there will be adjustments that may be necessary to accommodate the development priorities of other parts of the country to ensure equitable distribution of Kenya's national resources and wealth for the benefit of every citizen and every part of Kenya. This Mr. Rigathi Gachagua could not tell you because it was going to destroy his case. And therefore, honorable members, I urge you to find that Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, in his assertions about shareholding and a company, it was not in reference to political parties, it was in reference to regions, it was in reference to communities, and the evidence that we provided remains uncontroverted, and this ground must be confirmed. Mr. Speaker, on the issue of KEMSA, again, to show a man who is a flip-flop, yesterday on live television, Honorable Rigathi Gachagua admitted that he personally called Dr. Andrew Mulwa by his own phone yesterday on television. Today, appearing before us, he denies that he did not call him. So, which part of his testimony do we believe? Do we believe the testimony that he gave yesterday on national television, that he did call Dr. Andrew Mulwa, and that he sent his own son to Dr. Andrew Mulwa to collect the bid bond? Or do we believe the testimony that he has brought today, altered testimony that he has brought today? I urge you to find that Mr. Rigathi Gachagua indeed did call to influence investigations. On the issue of cabinet, Mr. Speaker, if you may allow me just 1 minute. On the issue of cabinet resolution, he has admitted and proceeded to justify that despite the existence of a valid cabinet decision in a cabinet meeting that he sat, he chose to defy that cabinet decision. And for that reason, Mr. Gachagua, by his own admission, must be removed from government. Mr. Speaker, as I conclude, this is the National Assembly of the Republic of Kenya. And for the National Assembly of the Republic of Kenya to assert its constitutional authority, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua must be impeached today. I urge members. Mr. Rigathi Gachagua, we have heard from members here, has made inflammatory remarks against the women of the Republic. For the respect of the women of the Republic of Kenya, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua must be impeached today. We have heard that Mr. Rigathi Gachagua has disinherited the widows of his own brother. And for the widows of Kenya, beginning from Madeira, to be safe, Mr. Rigathi Gachagua must be impeached today. And therefore, I urge members to find favor with my motion from clause 1 to clause 11. And as you vote to impeach Mr. Rigathi Gachagua. I thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I beg to move.
Thank you. Honorable members on their feet, take your seats. Take your seats. Take your seats. Brighton, take your seats. Today you are very mobile. Honorable members, order. Honorable members, Honorable Jeho, take your seat. Honorable members, we are coming to the end of this motion. And before I put the question, this is one motion where there is no voice vote. We'll go straight into division, so that no ayes have it at the putting of the question. The House Business Committee yesterday deliberated on the manner of voting, and it was unanimously agreed that there will be a roll call vote. There will be a roll call vote. That being the case, we should be done, if we are orderly, we should be done in the next 30 minutes to 40 minutes, maximum 1 hour. When we start voting, when we start voting, I'll instruct the clerk and the teller, having conducted yourselves exemplarily well, any member who precedes his or her vote with a preamble or a speech or a statement will be a spoiled vote. Once you are called, order, the vote is simply yes or no. Time for speeches have extinguished in the debate. I now put the question. Of course, there are always three: yes, no, abstention. Order, member for West Gikarangone. There's nothing out of order. Honorable members, I now put the question, which is that, pursuant to the provisions of Articles 145 and 151B and 2 of the Constitution and Standing Order 64 and 65, this House resolves to remove from office by impeachment His Excellency Honorable Gachagua, EGH, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, on the following grounds. 1, gross violation of Articles 10(2)A and B and C, 27(4), 73(1)A, 2 and B, 75(1)C, 129(2) of the Constitution, and Article 147(1) as read together with Article 131(2)C and D of the Constitution. 2, gross violation of Articles 147(1) and 152(1) of the Constitution by undermining the President and the Cabinet and the effective discharge of the national government executive mandate. 3, gross violation of Articles 6(2), 10(2)A, 174, 186(1), 189(1), and the 4th schedule to the Constitution by undermining devolution. 4, gross violation of Article 161 of the Constitution on the institutional and decisional independence of judges. 5, gross violation of Articles 3(1) and 148(5)A of the Constitution on the fidelity to the oath of office and allegiance. 6, serious reasons to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed crimes under Sections 13(1)A and 62 of the National Cohesion and Integration Act. 7, serious reasons to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed gross economic crimes under Sections 45(1), 46, 47(a)(3), and 48(1) of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act and Sections 2, 3, 4, and 7 of the Proceeds of Crime and Anti-Money Laundering Act. 8, serious reasons to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed crimes by continuously misleading members of the public through false, malicious, divisive, and insightful remarks that are contrary to the provisions of Section 132 of the Penal Code and Section 29 of the Leadership and Integrity Act. 9, gross misconduct that is incompatible with the high calling and dignified status of the office of the Deputy President a member of the Cabinet and the National Security Council, His Excellency the Deputy President has publicly attacked and undermined the work of the National Intelligence Service and its officers. 10, gross misconduct by openly or publicly insubordinating the President, who is the head of state and government. And 11, gross misconduct by persistently bullying state and public officers. I now direct that the division bell be rung for 5 minutes. Then thereafter, we will go into voting process. As we do so, can the whips give a, yes, Jeanette?
Mr. Speaker, I propose that only the whips should be allowed to go out of the chambers, Mr. Speaker. The rest should remain seated. Yeah. Only the whips should be allowed to go out, Mr. Speaker. The rest of the members can sit and hold their things on the.
That's the rule. That's the...
Good evening. If you're just tuning in, the National Assembly has been debating the special motion by the Honorable Member Mwengi Mutuse on the proposed removal by impeachment of His Excellency Rigathi Gachagua, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. The Honorable Member in the special motion did advance 11 accusations against the Deputy President, and among them is gross violation of Articles 10, Subarticle 2A, B, and C, Article 27, Subarticle 4, Article 73, Subarticle 1A, Article 2B, Article 75, 1C, Article 129, Subarticle 2 of the Constitution, and Article 147, Subarticle 1, as read together with Article 131, Subarticle 2C and D of the Constitution, that the Deputy President has persistently made utterances threatening to discriminate, exclude, and unlawfully deny sections of the people of Kenya and regions of the Republic of Kenya equal opportunities for public service appointments and allocation of public resources. Another charge is that the Deputy President has made unilateral public statements inconsistent with policy positions collectively adopted by the government and contradicted the President on critical matters of governance and the exercise of the President's functions as a symbol of national unity. That His Excellency, the Deputy President, interfered with the running of Nairobi City County Government by inciting citizens against lawful directives of the county government on the planning and relocation of markets and publicly disparaging the leadership of the county government and its decisions. Charge 4, that His Excellency, the Deputy President, has undermined the institutional and decisional independence of a judge through public attacks on a judge of the High Court of Kenya and falsely threatening to file a petition for the removal of the said judge in a matter in which he was a party. Another charge is that the Deputy President breached his oath of office and allegiance on account of the utterances and actions attributed to the Deputy President under grounds 1, 2, and 3. Charge 6, that the Deputy President has persistently made inflammatory, reckless, insightful public utterances over the last 2 years in contravention of the law. Charge 7, that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed gross economic crimes, namely conflict of interest, abuse of office, and conspiracy to commit crimes under sections by inexplicably amassing property estimated at 5.2 billion shillings that is incompatible with his known legitimate income earned by trading with the office of the Deputy President through proxies. Another charge is serious reasons to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed crimes by continuously misleading members of the public through false, malicious, divisive, and insightful remarks that are contrary to the provisions of Section 132 of the Penal Code and Section 29 of the Leadership and Integrity Act. Charge 9, gross misconduct that is incompatible with the high calling and dignified status of the office of the Deputy President, a member of the Cabinet and the National Security Council. His Excellency the Deputy President has publicly attacked and undermined the work of the National Intelligence Service and its officers. Charge 10, gross misconduct by openly or publicly insubordinating the President, who is the head of state and government, and Charge 11, gross misconduct by persistently bullying state and public officers. The Deputy President was some minutes after 5 p.m. given the opportunity to assembly have been debating today. And right now, the respective leadership in the House is whipping members to come into the chambers to allow the division to proceed. Remember that this requires more than 200 or at least 233 members of the National Assembly voting in affirmative, and they will be doing so through a roll call. Standing Order 65 Standing Order 65
Honorable members, take your seats. Whips, you are satisfied your members are all in the House? Take your seats. Okay. You have 2 minutes. Members who are on their feet, take your seats. Thank you.
Standing Order 65 of the National Assembly provides for the procedure for removal of the Deputy President. And it says that where a member proposes the removal of the Deputy President on the grounds of physical or mental incapacity in terms of Article 150, Sub-Article 1A of the Constitution, Standing Order 63, which talks about procedure for removal of President on grounds of incapacity, shall, with necessary modifications, apply. You'll
have to do something about Take your seats, honorable members. Okay. Osoro and Millie, are all your troops in the House? I want to draw the bar. Draw the bar. Take your seats. Honorable members, you may take your seats now. Honorable Dani Wanyama, take your seat. Honorable Minority Whip, take your seat. Honorable members, I have been given the following as whips, as tellers. For the ayes, the Honorable Zaire Janda MP and the Honorable Jared Okello MP. For the nays, the Honorable Onesmus Ngogoyo and Honorable Jane Njeri. You may come forward and join the clerks at the table. Now the voting order, the voting will be as follows. Order. We will start by calling out the Honorable Samal, member for Isiolo. Is it West? Isiolo North. You all know Honorable Samal has a condition and he needs to be assisted. So the clerk and the tellers will go to where he is. The clerk and one on either side go and take Honorable Samal's vote. Once you are done, the constituencies are numbered alphabetically from A to Z. So we'll start with probably Ainamoi is normally the first, and we'll end up with the last. Pardon? Yes. Okay, Njoroge, take the vote of Honorable Samal, Honorable Kosgei, and Honorable Wanyonyi. Then go alphabetically for everybody else. And when voting is going on, members, you must remain in your seats. You must remain silent and let the process go on uninterrupted, the same way you have been orderly the whole day. Of course, I put the question, pardon? Yes? Toto has already indicated to the clerks that she'll wait and vote like everybody else. So she's not in a special case. Is Mother Wangara also lactating? I didn't know that. Now, clerk, those who are supporting the motion are voting yes. Those who are not are voting no. The tellers are, as I've told you, for yes, Janda and Okello, for no's, Kasheri and Gogoyo. Clerk, over to you.
Voting starts now. Isiolo North, Lomwa Joseph Samal. Westlands, Wetangula Timothy Wanyonyi. Nominated member, Jackson Kosgei Kipkemoi. Who will go there? Go.
I, Tim Wanyonyi, Member of Parliament for Westlands, I vote no. I vote yes. I vote yes.
Order, honorable members. He has voted yes. Order.
I, Jackson Kipkemoi Kosgei, nominated Member of Parliament, I vote yes.
Yes. I'll stop them. You are done with Honorable Samal? He can't talk. Honorable members, for the rest of the members, when your name is called, don't repeat your name. Just vote yes or no. Okay, go ahead, Njoroge.
Ainab Koi, Samuel Chepkonga, Aina Moy, Benjamin Langat, Aldai, Marian Kitani, Alego Usonga, Samuel Atandi, Awendo, John Walter Owino, Bahati, Irene Joki, Balambala, Shurie Abdi Omar, Baringo County, Florence Jamatia, Baringo Central, Joshua Kandie, Baringo North, Joseph Maglap, Baringo South, Charles Cameron, Belgut, Nelson Koech, Bobasi, Innocent Obiri, Bobasi, Innocent Obiri, Bamachoge Borabu, Nolfason Obadia, Bamachoge Chache, Alpha Miruka Ondieki, Bomet County, Linet Chepkorir Toto, Bomet Centro, Richard Cheriot Kilel, Bomet East, Richard Kipkemoy Yegon, Bonchari, Charles Onchoke, Bonchari, Charles Onchoke,
Is voted yes.
Bondo, Gideon Ochanda, Borabu, Patrick Osero, Budalangi, Rafael Sauti Bita Wanjala, Bomula, Nelson Jack Wamboka, Bungoma, Kadri Nanjala Wabilianga, Bura, Kuno Yakub Ado, Bureti, Kibet Kirui Komingoi, Busia County, Omanyo Kadri Nahambi, Omanyo Kadri Nahambi, Butere Nicholas Tindi Mwale, Butula Joseph Oyula, Buuri Muruidhania Rindikiri Mugambi, Central Imenti Moses Nguchine Kilima, Central Imenti Moses Kilima Nguchine, Changamwe Omar Mwinyi, Chebalungu Victor Kipngetich Koech, Cherangani Patrick Simiyu Barasa, Cherangani Patrick Simiyu Barasa, Chesumei Paul Biego, Chuka Iganga Ngombe Patrick Ntwega Munene, Dadab Farama Alim, Dagoretti North, Beatrice Elachi. Dagoretti South, John Kerry Waweru. Eldama Ravine, Musa Sirma. Eldas, Adan Kenan. Elgeyo Marakwet County, Ngerechei Jepto Caroline. Embakasi Central, Gadhiro Majadonk Benjamin. Embakasi East, Babu Owino Ongili. Embakasi East, Babu Owino Ongili. Embakasi North, James Gakuya. Embakasi South, Julius Mawade. Embakasi West, Mark Samuel Mwenje Mureithi. Embakasi West, Mark Samuel Mwenje Mureithi. Embu County, Double N Pamela Njoki. Mgwen. Njoki is? No. Njoki is no. Mgwen. Lelmengit Jose Gipto. Emuhaya Omboko Milemba. Emura Dikir Johanna Ngeno. Endebes Robert Pukose. Fafi Yakub Farah. Funyula Oundo Wilberforce. Galole Said Buya Hiribae Said Poster. Ganze Charo Kenneth Tungule. Garissa County, Udgon Amina Siad. Garissa Township, Major Deko Baro. Garsen, Ali Wario Guyo. Katanga, Wakili Mureu. Gatondo North, Kururia Njoroge. Gatondo North, Kururia Njoroge. Gatondo South, Gabriel Gaduka Kagombe. Gem, Elisha Odhiambo. Gichugu, Robert Gichimu. Gilgil, Mother Wangari Wanjira. Gilgil, Mother Wangari Wanjira. Gilgil, Mother Wangari Wanjira. Githunguri, Gadhoni wa Mochomba. Hamisi, Charles Gumini Gimose. Homa Bay County, Bensuda Joyce Osogo.
Pardon? Take the vote again. Order, Bensuda, utaitwa tena.
Homa Bay Town.
Order, members, order.
Homa Bay Town, George Peter Kaluma. Igembe Central, Daniel Karido Kili. Igembe North, Taitumu Julius. Igembe South, John Paul Mwirigi. Ijara Abdi Ali Abdi. Ikolomani Shinali Bernard. Isiolo County Mumina Bonaya. Isiolo North, Isiolo South, Bidu Tubi Mohammed. Jomvu Badibadi Twalib. Juja George Koimburi. Kabete James Gedua wa Mashukuru. Kabete James Gedua wa Mashukuru. Kabondo Kasipul Ivo Bara. Kabuchai Kalasinga Joseph. Kacheliba Lote Titus. Kacheliba Lote Titus. Kaiti Joshua Kivinda Kimilu. Kaiti Joshua Kivinda Kimilu. Kaiti Joshua Kivinda Kimilu. Kajiado County Lea Sankaire. Kajiado County Lea Sankaire. Kajiado Central Memusi Elijah. Kajiado East Kakuta Maimai. Kajiado North Onesimus Ngogoyo. Kajiado South Parashina Samuel Sakimba. Kajiado West Sunkuya George. Kakamega County Elsie Muhanda. Kaloleni Paul Katana. Kamukonji Hassan Yusuf. Kamukonji Hassan Yusuf. Kamukonji Hassan Yusuf. Kandara Chege Njuguna. Kandui John Makali. Kangema Peter Kihungi. Kagundo Fabian Chule. Kapenguria Samuel Moroto. Kapsaret Oscar Sudi. Kapsaret Oscar Sudi.
Karachuonyo Okwome Andrew Adipo. Kasarani Karauri Ronald Kamwiko. Kasipul Were Charles Ongondo. Kathiani Mbui Robert. Keyo North Korir Adams Kipsanai. Keyo South Kipkoech Gideon Kimayo. Kericho Kemei Beatrice Chemweno. Keses Ruto Julius Kipleting. Keses Kuisero Wangaya Christopher Aseka. Kiamba Wanjiko John Jogona. Kiambu Waidaka John Mashua. Kiambu Waidaka John Mashua.
Kiambu Town. He's not here.
Kiambu Murada Ann Wajiko Mugo. Kibra Orero Peter Ochieng. Kibwezi Mbalu Jessica Nduku Kiko. Kibwezi West Mutuse Ekomas Mwengi. Kieni Wainaina Anthony Njoroge. Kieni Wainaina Anthony Njoroge. Kigumo Munyoro Joseph Kamau. Keharu Nyoro Samson Dindi. Kikuyu Ishungwa Anthony Kimani. Kilgoris Sunkuli Julius Lekakeny. Kilifi Mwanyanje Gertrude Mbeyu. Kilifi North Baya Owen Ya. Kilifi South Kitty Richard Ken Chonga. Kilome Zambia Thaddeus Kethua. Kimilili Mutua Didmas Wekesa Barasa. Kiminini Bisao Morris Kakai. Kinango Rai Samuel Gonzi. Gonzi Rai. Kinangop Thuku Zakari Kwenya. Voted. It's voted. Kipipiri Muhia Wanjiko. Kipkelion East Cheroro Joseph Kimutai. Kipkelion West Hilary Kiplangat Kosgei. Kirinyaga Jen Jerry Maina. Kirinyaga Central Gitari Joseph Gashoki. Kirinyaga Central Joseph Gashoki Gitari. Kisauni Bedzimba Rashid Juma. Kisi Donya Doris Aburi. Kisumu Busia Ruth Adhiambo Odinga. Kisumu Central Oron Joshua Odongo. Kisumu East Ahmed Shakil Ahmed Shabir. Kisumu West Rosa Akinyebuyu. Kitui Irene Modoni Kasalu. Kitui East Nimrod Miduka Mbai. Kitui Central Makali Benson Mulu. Kitui Rural Mboni David Mwalika. Nyamai Rachel Kaki Kitui South. Edith Vethi Nyanze Kitui West. Mokaya Nyakundi Japheth Kitutu Chache North. You take it from where? I will repeat from Kitui South. Rachel Kaki Nyamai.
She voted.
Yes. Nyanza Edith Vethi.
She voted.
Nyakundi Japheth Mokaya. I vote yes. Kibagendi Anthony. Kitutu Chache South.
Amesema? No. Kibagendi amesema? Kibagendi kama Kibagendi.
Kitutu Chache South, Kibagendi Anthony. Clive, Kitutu Masabak, Clive Ombane Gisairo. Konoin Brighton Leonard Yegon. Kuresoi North Mutai Alfred Kibrono. Kuresoi North. Okay. Joseph Kipkoske Tanui, Kuresoi South. Okay. Kuria East, Masairo Marwa Kitayama. Kuria West, Robi Matthias Nyamabe. Kwale, Masito Fatuma Hamisi. Kwanza, Wanyonyi Ferdinand Kevin. Lafi, Abdurrahman Mohammed Abdi. Lakdera, Mohammed Abdikadir Hussein. Laikipia, Jane Wangeshi Kagiri. Laikipia East, Festus Mwangi Kionjuri. Laikipia North, Sarah Paulata Korere. Ndio. Laikipia West, Stephen Washira Karani. Laisamis, Joseph Lekuton. Lamu, Monica Mudoni Marufu. Lamu East, Obor Weida Muhammad. Lamu West, Mudama Stanley Moiruri. Langata, Felix Odiwor Kode. Kahangara, Larry, Joseph Mburu Kahangara. Liko. Thank you. Nabi Nabwera Daraja Lugari. Lunga Chiforomondo Mangale Munga. Lurambi Titus Hamala Mkhwana. Mara Jafet Miriti Kareke Mbyuki. Machakos Joyce Kamene. Machakos Town, Caleb Mutiso Mule. Okay. Yeah, but George Aladwa Omwera Makadara. Makweni Kiamba Susan Dunge. Makweni Women Rep Mumo Rose Museo. Absent. Can I repeat? Makweni Mumo Rose Museo. Malava Moses Malulu Injendi. Malindi Amina Laura Munyazi. Mandera North Abdullahi Bashir Sheikh. Mandera Khair Kasim Sheikh. Mandera East Abdurrahman Hussein Wetan Muhammad. Mandera South Abdul Ibrahim Haro. Mandera West Yusuf Adan Haji. Manyata John Gitonga Mwaniki Mokunji. Maragwa Mary Wamaua Waidira Njoroge. Marakwet East David Kangogo Bowen. Marakwet West Timothy Kipchumba Toroitich. Marsabit Naomi Jilo Wako. Masinga Mwalio Joshua Mbithi Mutua. Masinga Joshua Mbithi Mutua Mwalio. Matayos Geoffrey Makoha Modanga. Madare Anthony Oluoch. Madioya Edwin Mugo Gishoki. Okay. Madira Kahugu Eric Mwangi. Matuga Matuga Tandaza Kasim Sawa. Okay. Matungu Nabulindo Peter Oscar. Is there. Yeah, Tandaza is there. Can I repeat Matuga? Matuga Tandaza Kasim Sawa. Okay, asante. Matungulu Mule Stephen Mutinda. Mavoko Kingola Patrick Makau. Mbere North Geoffrey Kariuki Kiringa. Mbere South Nebat Bernard Murioki. Mboni Nzioka Erastus Kivasu. Meru Kailemia Elizabeth Karab. Migori Mohammed Fatuma Zainab. Mogotio Kiborek Ruben. Moiben Phyllis Jepkemoy Barto. Molo Francis Kuria Kemani. Mombasa Zamzam Muhammad Chimba. Mosob Abraham Kipsang Kirwa. Moyale Jaldesa Guyo Wako. Msambweni Jaldesa. Okay, capture, thank you. Msambweni Badr Salim Faisal. Mount Elgon Fred Kapondi Chesebe. Muhoroni James Onyango Oyo. Mukorweini Gishoi Kagusha John Philip. Mumias East Salasia Peter Kalerwa. Mumias West Naika Johnson Manya. Moranga Betty Njeri Maina. Mvita Mohamed Saud Machele. Mwala Musau Vincent Musioka. Okay, done. Mwatate Peter Mbogo Shake. Peter Mbogo Shake. Thank you. Mwea Mary Maingi. Mwingi Central Gideon Muteme Muliungi. Mwingi North Paul Musimi Nzengu. Mwingi West Charles Ngusi Anguna. Nairobi City Esther Mudhoni Pasaris. Naivasha Kihara Jane Wanjiru Njeri. Nakuru Chelule. Can I repeat Naivasha? Kihara Jane Wanjiru Njeri. Nakuru Liza Chepkorir Chelule. Nakuru Town East Gikaria David. Nakuru Town West Arama Samuel. Nambale Mulanya Geoffrey Ekesa. Nandi Cynthia Chepkoske Muge. Nandi Hills Bernard Kibor Kitur. Narok Rebecca Nonaishi Tonke. Narok East Lemanken Aramat. Narok North Agnes Mantaine Pareye. Narok South Olentutu Kitilai. West Gabriel Koshal Tongoyo. Navajolo Emmanuel Wangwe. Ndaragwa Gachagua George N. Ndiwa Martin Peter Sowino. Ndia GK George Masharia Kariuki. Njoro Charity Katambi Chepkwony. Northor Guyo Adi Wario. North Imenti Abdul Rahim Dawood. North Mogirango Joash Nyamache Nyamoko. Nyakach Joshua Aduma War. Nyali Mohammed Ali Mohammed. Nyamira Jerusha Momanyi Mongina.
Mohammed Ali is here.
Yes, he's voted. He's voted. I repeat, Nyamira Jerusha Momanyi Mongina. Thank you. Nyandarua Gitao Faith Wairemo. Nyando Okelo Jared Odoyo.
Nyando votes yes.
Yaribari Chache Zahir Janda.
Yes.
Yaribari Masaba Daniel Ogwo Kamanduku. Nyatike Tom Boya Odege. Nyeri Rahab Mokami Washira. Nyeri Town Duncan Maina Madenge. Oljororok Moshira Michael Mwangi. Olkalau David Juguna Kiaraho. Odaya Michael Wambogo Wainaina. Pokot South David Losiakau Kosing. Rabai Mupe Anthony Nkenga. I have been asked to repeat Pokot South.
He said yes.
Pokot South. Kosing David Losiakau. Thank you. Rabai Anthony Kenga Mupe. Rangwe Gogo Linian Achieng. Rarieda Amolo Paul Otiende. Rongai Paul Kibet Chebor. Rongo Paul Abor. Roysambu Agustin Kamade Mwafrika. Ruaraka Francis Kajwang Tom Joseph. Yes. Roiro Kingara Simon Nganga. Runyenjes Karemba Eric Muchangi Njiru. Sabatia Sloya Clement Logova. Saboti Caleb Amisi Luyai. Saku Raso Dido Ali. Samburu Pauline Lenguris. Samburu East Jackson Lekumuntare Lentoijoni. Samburu North Dominic Eli Letipila. Samburu West Josephine Naisula Lesuda. Seme James Wambura Nyikal. Shinyalu Frederick Lusuli Ikana. Siaya Odwor Christine Ombaka. Sigor Peter Lochakapong. Sigor Awetsoin Justice Kipsang Kemei. Sirisia John Waluke Koi. Sotik Francis Kipiegon Arab Sige. South Imenti Idinji Shadrach Mwiti. South Mogirango Onyego Silvana Sosoro. Soy David Kiplagat. Starehe Maina Mwago Amos. Suba North Millie Grace Akoto Diambo. Suba South Karoli Omondi. Subukia Kashobe Samuel Kenudia. Suna East, Mohammed Junaid Sheikh Nu. Suna West, Peter Francis Masara. Taita Taveta, Lydia Haika Mnene Mizigi. Tana River, Amina Dika Abdullahi. Tarbaj, Hussein Abdi Bare. Taveta, John Okano Buire. Teso North, Edward Kaunya Oku. Teso South, can I repeat Teso North? Oku Edward Kaunya. Thank you. Teso North, Oku Edward Kaunya.
Yeah, yes, voted.
Sorry, Teso South, Otucho Mary Emase. Tetu, Geoffrey Wandeto Mwangi. Daraka, Murugara George Gitonga. Daraka Nithi, Susan Ngugi Nduyo. Thika Town, Nganga Alice Wamboi. Tiati, William Kamket Kasait. Tigania East, Lawrence Purwaburi. Tigania West, John Kanwithia Motunga. Tinderet, Julius Melikibiwot. Tongaren, John Murumba Chikati. Trans Nzoia, Lillian Chebetsiyoy. Tarbo, Janet Chepkemboy Sitiene. Turkana, Cecilia Asinyen Gitit. Turkana Central, Joseph Namwar Emathe. Turkana East, Nicholas Ngikor Nixon Ngikolong. Turkana North, Paul Ekwom Nabuin.
Is there?
Yeah. Okay. Turkana South, John Ariko Namoit. Turkana West, Daniel Epuyo Nanok. Wasingishu, Gladys Chepkoskei Boss. Ugenya, Ochieng David Ouma. Uriri, Nyamita Mark Ogola. Vihiga, Kagesi Kivai Ernest Ogesi. Vihiga, Adagala Beatrice Kahai. Voi, Hamis Chome Abdi. Wajir, Fatuma Abdi Jeho. Wajir West, Aden Daudi Muhammad. Wajir North, Ibrahim Abdi Sane. Wajir South, Muhammad Aden Ado. Wajir West, Yusuf Muhammad Farah. Webuye East, Martin Pepela Wanyoni. Webuye West, Daniel Wanyamasitati. West Mogirango, Mogaka Stephen. West Pokot, Rael Chepkemoy Kasiwai. Westlands, Timothy.
He is already voted.
Oh, sorry, we have done that, sorry. Wundanyi, Mwakuona Danson Mwashako. Basil Robert Ngui Yata. Yata.
Is he here?
Ali Abdisirat Khalif. Sabina Wanjiru Shege. Joseph Hamisi Dena. My vote, yes. Joseph Hamisi Dena. Okay. Suleka Hulbale Harun, Dorothy Mudoni Kiara, Joseph Wainaina Iraya, Irene Joseph Wainaina Iraya.
He's voted.
Okay. Irene Nyakerario Mayaka. Omulher Harun Muhammad. Teresia Wanjiro Mwangi. No. Abubakar Ahmed Talib. Abubakar Talib. Thank you.
You finished? Honorable members, order. Is there any member present who has not had his or her name called out?
Good evening. You are watching the sitting of the National Assembly this evening, where the members have been voting on the proposed impeachment of the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua. It was through a roll call as directed by the Speaker of the National Assembly. And what is currently happening is that the tallying of the votes is underway, and thereafter the pronouncement will be made as to how the members of the National Assembly voted this evening. This special motion was moved by the Honorable Member Mwengi Mutuse, and in that special motion he did list 11 grounds on the reasons as to why the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, should be impeached as Kenya's second in command. The Member of Parliament cited gross violation of various articles, and also he did cite serious reasons to believe that the Deputy President has committed gross economic crimes under Section 45, subsection 1, Section 46, Section 47A3, and Section 48(1) of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, and Section 2, 3, 4, and 7 of Proceeds of Crime and Anti-Money Laundering Act. Those are some of the reasons that the Honorable Member believes that this House should take serious consideration of this special motion to dismiss the Deputy President, who we did hear from this evening between 5 and 7 when he appeared before the National Assembly and made his case, defending himself against accusations that have been leveled against him. And in a couple of minutes, we will hear the results of this division, this historic constitutional moment for the country. And all that you will watch live courtesy of the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in conjunction with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. The National Assembly was guided by the standing orders, the procedure for removal of the Deputy President, where a member proposes the removal of the Deputy President on the grounds of physical or mental incapacity in terms of Article 150, Sub-Article 1A of the Constitution, Standing Order 63, which talks about the procedure for removal of President on grounds of incapacity, shall with necessary modifications apply. And Part 2 of the Standing Order 65 where a member proposes to impeach the Deputy President in terms of Article 150, Subarticle 1B of the Constitution, Standing Order 64, procedure for removal of President by impeachment shall apply with necessary modifications. So the members have been debating, and we will hear the result of this process anytime from now. Standing Order 64 of the National Assembly provides for the procedure for removal of President by impeachment. Now, the Standing Order 65 borrows heavily from Standing Order 64, and these procedures, they're quite a number, and some of them have been used in this business that the National Assembly began in the morning, and the culmination of it will be heard any time from now. And if you can see on your screen, the Deputy Speaker of the National Assembly, Honorable Gladys Bose, has taken the seat, and that means that she will perhaps be the one who will make the announcement after the tabulation and the tallying of the votes that has concluded, been done. The number required to vote in affirmative, according to the provisions of the Constitution, is 233 members. That is the threshold required to impeach the Deputy President. And there the Speaker has returned. The Deputy Speaker had been holding forth briefly, and anytime from now, the Speaker will call for the announcement of the votes, which are currently being verified. It was a requirement that voting be done via roll call, and any moment from now, we will be hearing the result of that roll call. And just a quick recap of the 11 grounds which were outlined by the Honorable Member Mwengi Mutuse. That one, the Deputy President has persistently made utterances threatening to discriminate, exclude, and unlawfully deny sections of the people of Kenya and regions of the Republic of Kenya equal opportunities for public service appointment and allocation of public resources. Ground 2, the Deputy President has made unilateral public statements inconsistent with policy positions collectively adopted by the government and contradicted the President on critical matters of governance and the exercise of the President's functions as a symbol of national unity. Ground 3, that His Excellency the Deputy President interfered with the running of Nairobi City County Government by inciting citizens against the lawful directives of the county government on the planning and relocation of markets and publicly disparaging the leadership of the county government and its decisions. Count 4, gross violation of Article 160, Subarticle 1 of the Constitution on the institutional and decisional independence of judges. That His Excellency the Deputy President has undermined institutional and decisional independence of a judge through public attacks on a judge of the High Court of Kenya and falsely threatening to file a petition for the removal of the said judge in a matter in which he was a party. Number 5, that His Excellency the Deputy President breached his oath of office and allegiance on account of the utterances and actions attributed to the Deputy President under grounds 1, 2, and 3. And count 6, serious reasons to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed crimes under Section 13(1)(a) and Section 62 of the National Cohesion and Integration Act, that His Excellency the Deputy President has persistently made inflammatory, reckless, and insightful public utterances over the last 2 years in contravention of the law. Charge 7, serious reasons to believe that His Excellency the Deputy President has committed gross economic crimes under Sections 45(1), Section 46, Section 47(a)(3), and Section 48(1) of the Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Act, and Section 2, Section 3, Section 4, and Section 7 of the Proceeds of Crime and Anti-Money Laundering Act. That His Excellency the Deputy President has committed gross economic crimes, namely conflict of interest, abuse of office, and conspiracy to commit crimes under sections by inexplicably amassing property estimated at 5.2 billion shillings, that is incompatible with his known legitimate income, and by trading with the office of the Deputy President through proxies. Charge 8, serious reasons
Order, honorable members. Give me that. Give me this. Order. Order. Osoro. Order. Order.
Congratulations.
Order. Order, members. Take your seats. Order. Angol, take your seat. Order, members, take your seats. Yeah, I know. Yes. Where's that gentleman not? Order, members, order. Take your seats. Order, honorable members, take your seats for the tellers. Take your seats. Honorable members, Haika, take your seat. Aburi, take a seat. Tongoyos, take your seat. Take your seats, members. All is well that ends well. You have been very orderly, and I must salute you. Tell us, you may now approach the chair and announce the results.
Honorable Speaker, based on the responsibility you bestowed on me, Jared Okelo, MP for Nyando, Zahir Janda, Honorable Onesmus Ngogoyo, and Honorable Njeri Maina, we are here to declare the results as follows, Honorable Speaker. The nays, 44. Abstentions, 1. And the ayes, 281.
Come forward. Order. Take your seats. Order, members. Order. The House is still in session. Tellers, take your seats. Bensouda, take your seats. Order, members. Order. Members, the results of the division on the motion are as follows. Abstentions, 1. The noes, 44. The ayes, 281. So the ayes have it. And the results brought to the Speaker are duly signed by all the 4 nominated tellers. Honourable members, I have a short communication following that. Order. The House is still in session. I have the following communication to make, honourable members, before we open the bar. On the decision of the National Assembly, on the special motion on the proposed removal from office by impeachment of His Excellency Gachagua, the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Honourable members, as I had guided the House earlier in today's sitting, Article 145(2) of the Constitution sets a threshold of at least 2/3 of the members of the National Assembly to vote in support of a special motion for proposed removal by impeachment of the Deputy President of the Republic for the motion to be carried. According to the results of the division on the motion that I've just declared, a total of 281 members, being more than 2/3 of the members of the National Assembly, have voted in support of the motion. Article 145(2)(a) of the Constitution provides that, I quote, if a motion under Clause 1 is supported by at least 2/3 of all members of the National Assembly, the Speaker shall inform the Speaker of the Senate of the resolution within 2 days. In this regard, I'll proceed to discharge the singular duty placed on me by Article 145(2)(b) of the Constitution and under which to notify the Speaker of the Senate of the resolution of the National Assembly. The clerk is directed to prepare the necessary documentations to accompany the resolution. The House will resume tomorrow, Wednesday, 9th October 2024, at 9:30 a.m. to resume with the regular business as scheduled by the House Business Committee. I thank you. Members, will you now be upstanding? Draw the bar. Draw the bar. Open the doors. Order, honorable members. Order. Order. Order, members. The House will now be adjourned until tomorrow, 9:30 a.m.
been watching the sitting of the National Assembly where the House has approved the impeachment of Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua on 11 charges. The special motion was moved by the Honorable Member for Kibwezi West, Honorable Ecomas Mwengi Mutuse. This broadcast has been brought to you by the Parliamentary Broadcasting Unit in conjunction with the Kenya Broadcasting Corporation. My name is Edward Kabasa. Thank you for watching.
Ndene ya muturire ikwithagira kuri na nkathi mwanya ya wanene gukura na nginya gwaka muci mbiretaga ndwanja
bwa mbere ni communication breakdown.
Okay. Bamwe baugaga kaba gukethania bangi bakauga kaba kuringana itheru na tutugaga gatukugambania
Idanto ba confuse na wendo ibyo binge usinda naturula.
Ara withagira ugicoga kinda nkoro yaku na njire kurijanira na kunyunyanira amwe mwenka mukamenya na buru.
Kwera ngororia gutio mutogora muntu adorete nikyo muchungu gaga before I met my wife and kissed many frogs.
Gwatarira na undi ndene ya mubango juangambanio ntuko chombe che Jumatano kwambiria thaa 1:30 mwenka thaa 2 wathokirira amu mwathokirira ne urekiawe
Okay akwenda kundu kaangaratania muntu imbeane okutuga atumba okuretera
mbotera mireka
ngwe ondogo wa kukaurana engwe
rikana utegwikiangare road test utiambite kumigura.
Hili mwega sana mwabikiri wa Deri FM na ngira kurukundo lieta na mbele kwa bikiri ya wisa sawa ni rukiro dhongi na ngiku watu wengine kile mubango wetu wa kuibangania mubango watu na mbele kwa tuwe na mtu chonde cha Jumamosi kwa mbele da 10 chirukire mwankadha ila tochia rukire mudanya wo mundikana rukire wa emonde tukenda mbele kwa tukiro da kidomo kini ni tukuma ndeni ya Biblia chetu arakwenda tutana mantu makoneni na kuruta kunenkana na kaukanini wenako odina mbele kwa hivyo kinenkanagira na ikengono ya mwadhani akainambere kwegwa agekodhari magana.
Jambo bwana, habari gani? Nzuri sana, wageni wakaribishwa.
Tikadere mutamba, nontuku ni kwa Deri FM iganarea mwaka dante chirewe robo MERU kumadhochi mwaka tonya.
Kenya nchi nzuri, hakuna matata, nchi ya kupe.
Yes, sir. Michelo ituma mugongo jugakura ikyo gitumi batu twithire FM tukureterete mubango jwa thire sport kana thire bianine kwambira ntukushonde chanji momosi kwambira tha 11 mwanka tha igiri shongwa ugakurukirwa tukomiza mantu ja maingi jege Michelo kuma Michelo ya mubira jwa maguru Michelo ya mibira ya kabu ugwatanire tena nikyo gora Phineas the captain ugakurukirwa tutrimane kirigaru ya sporti tumenye nata Michelo itita na mbere tukomiza mantu ja maingi jege Michelo tutirimana rizo kamemene kadire FM 11.2 wirigiro bwa MERU.
The African princess. Tulianza zamani
muga muthikeria nubui
wikugwatogeni kiri mubango jwa adioteleke
ata tukaria jatwegie
tuthomithanie
tutarane
na tugambanie
na nkuruki turume rwimbo
nakupatana na ye
intuko chonde cha kiumia kwambiria Jumatatu mwanka juma
kwambiria thenya chungwa mwanka tha mugwanje cha kithaa
ugwatanite na woni kikiwa mrugo
nani ukambita kiokora Phineas
ugakurukirwa
nikimwona joto majasho kulowana na data mazima mi mtoto wa mama
Twana ni thari morekeni twana tuye wakwa ini utimiario yakwa antiriri hindi miario ya Yesu akira aritwa bake nkugwatogeni kiri mubango wa kana kathiri urokuyagira ntugo cionthe cia Jumamosi kwambiria thaa 3 cia rukiri mwanka thaa 5 cia rukiri ndeni ya kameme gaku kara wendete muno kathiri FM 101.2 wirigiro wa MERU nani ndereva waku Aunt Lili.
Amen, 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 hallelujah. Bwana Yesu asifiwe. Mbadayo 11 kamustari kamirongo iri na inyanya rututu rwa motha ndugatwira atiri ejeni kiri oni bwe na mirigo emerito nani ngomba kuthwa akibonekera kunogoka igitariri gutina kuruka rungura riowa Jesu Kristo nawo gweta kiriwe nikena komba kuthwa agigukamatia mirigo yonde ira gwithirite ugikamatana nayo emerito
ufanye imara agano ufanye imara agano Bwana
watanira na oni dene ya mubango jwa metameta ntuko chonde cha kiumia kwambiria Jumatatu mwenka juma thaa 7:30 mwenka thaa 10 tugwatanire twakane naoni kamwathani
Anuije no aranire no bichichia MERU TV na Theri FM okaigwa kuri nonto bote okugweria kuma kire programu ire igwetaruone na ndi no tume maoni jaku gukurokira email yetu iria ni merutvcomplimecenter@gmail.com kana turingire thimo gukurokira 0114 190 962 MERU TV kionere mwanya.
ndene ya muturire ikwithagira